Well, I'm doing it.
No. Hello. This is Dumas.
And this is Whiny Girl.
Oh. What's going on, everybody? It's freaky when it does that. It's weird she's not talking. Scary.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Harrison Tropicals, Bunny Viper Aquatics, Fish on Tinctics, Fish Fam Christmas, and Sandy Farrell. Welcome today. Very, very special day.
It is. Because there's only 9 days till the class.
You're wrong.
Yesterday you told me there was 10.
Because there's only 9 today. And today we are going to be...
I was just going to say forgot words.
What are we going to be doing today?
Me?
What are we?
Are you going to help?
No soul tropes. We?
You know?
What are we going to do today?
We're going to move the deck and clean the stuff out of the trailer.
No. Within the next 58 minutes, what are we going to do?
I have no freaking idea.
Mm,
It's America. Anything can happen.
okay. Stephen P. Stephen P. 2003. Welcome. Jenna P. Welcome. Crown Tail Half Moon and the Nano Aquarium Guy. Welcome. Scotty Aquati. Welcome. So, I had a drama meeting today because I'm doing drama club this year. And we're doing 2 plays. One's in the fall, one's in the spring. One we're doing is in the spring is a... I'm not even going to say it anymore. Cabernet
Sauvignon.
Cabernet. That's a wine, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, well, it's something else. Basically, they're taking a bunch of Broadway songs and they're compiling it into a musical. And then for the spring production, they're doing Seussical, the musical. Dr. Seuss. So that's what's playing in the living room right now so we can see what it's like. I don't think we're going to be able to pull it off because there's a lot of singing involved and nobody can sing. But there's a lady in there that sings like really, really loud. And I guess I'll audition for that role because nobody else in drama can sing that loud. There's people in the school that can sing really loud, but they're not in drama. So I'll audition for that part.
She means cabaret. I mean Cabernet.
Cabaret, yeah. That thing.
Liquid Zoo?
Liquids. He's gone.
No.
Yep. I don't see him on my list here.
That's always there.
Oh, wait, I'm at the top. Hold on. Liquid Zoo, welcome. I think that's the only person that came in. Yeah, Nor. Mystery Snow Guardians? I say that with a question mark because I don't see her. Hold on.
Yeah, that's weird. She is. She's right there. Mystery Snow Guardians.
Snail did a both Bunny Viper? Nope, she's not on my screen.
That's weird.
Because Bunny Viper said Bran with an exclamation point. And my mother said, hi, Scott. And it's right between those two. Mystery Snow Guardian said Snail, but it's not on here. That's why I was figured out, because Crown Tail Half Moon said, hi. Oh, hey, MSG. So I said hi to Mystery Snow Guardians. But yeah, she's in here on his phone. So
yeah.
Welcome,
Sure.
Annette.
I don't know why.
Today, maybe we'll show the fish room.
We didn't really do much.
Yeah, but we didn't get to show the fish anywhere. Oh, now I see you, Mystery Snow Guardians.
Yeah.
Now it popped up.
That came up.
But yeah, last time I only had like 7 minutes or so to show the fish room, and then Science Gal wasn't going. So I only got to show like one species of cories, and then what was I down there for? I was down there to show something. So there's no top chat option on StreamYard, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's just chat.
Yeah, you didn't show up on StreamYard, but you showed up on my phone.
But now you're showing up on StreamYard, so.
And if that was the case, Mr. Snail Guardians, we would just throw the computer out and get a new one that's not discriminatory. That doesn't discriminate. Is that the way?
It's not discriminatory.
It might be. I can make stuff up.
Bunny Viper Aquatics. That's a cool way to put it. Bunny Snake Water. Took me a second there. Then I figured out what you were saying.
Only Oscars.
I don't know if you can hear that. That's our TV singing. Only Oscars. Hello. So this week I shipped out 3 boxes on Monday and 2 boxes on Tuesday. And I have 3 boxes, possibly 5 boxes to ship out next Monday. And then maybe 1 in the middle of the week, next week. So I have probably like 6 boxes to ship out next week. That is so annoying.
I turned it down so it wasn't annoying.
Whoever plays the Cat in the Hat better sing loud, which none of the people do except for Justin. All of them are just little kids that I don't even know. What Get Gills order do I have to ship? What did they order? Are you in LLC yet? Are we in LLC? For what? Pharaoh's Fish and More or Animal Rescue? I don't even know what an LLC is.
Limited Liability Corporation. That is paperwork and small things. I only handle the heavy stuff and no paperwork.
How many white worms do I have to ship out? See, so I've put 3 starter cultures on Get Gills. QC ordered 2 of them. And another lady ordered like 2 grindle worms and a white worm. So I boxed up her order, but I only put 1 white worm and 1 grindle worm. And my mother was scrolling through the Get Gills orders to find her address, and I was like, she wanted 2 grindle worms? So I had to run downstairs and bag it all up again. But yeah, I've been messing around with my heat sealer a lot. But we've been getting a lot of orders in the past couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we got a lot of orders each week for the past month or so. But there was like 1 week where we couldn't ship because everybody was too hot. So then we piled up on orders for the next week. But the last month and a half has been a lot of orders. So
yeah, I'll show.
Is there still white worms on Get Gills? Maybe I should check myself. Maybe I'll show Get Gills too. Love Pugs, welcome. And who? Alshon. I read his question. Whatever.
Are you an LLC? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe my mother will answer that.
Like I said, that has to do with paperwork, and I'm horrible with paperwork.
That's why you didn't answer the question. See, the thing is, so I can't hear what you guys hear. And it's probably really annoying when I slide the keyboard or anything. Because I know the microphone picks that up. When I'm on StreamYard in the basement, he's on StreamYard. Whenever he moves his chair, whenever you move anything, it's really loud. And I don't like it. Even that. You probably definitely heard that car going by. Because my window's open. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for our Get Gills. I started scrolling through Corridoras. Oh, let me go back here. Yeah. So we had 5 orders total this week to ship out. Obviously not in total. Because 2 of them had to be saved and 2 of them aren't ready yet. 2 of them had to be put off for. One of them had to be put off for weather. The other one was refunded because it was just too hot, like all the time there, and it wasn't gonna cool down like anytime soon. Apparently.
You have to be in operation for 3 to 4 months, Alshon, before you can apply to be a 501.
C3.
If they determine there's a need for it. Or, yeah, if they have to determine whether you're eligible. So you have to be in operation for 3 to 5 months. I think it's 3 to 5 months. I know I said 3 to 4 before, but
He doesn't even deal with paperwork, and he knows all this.
I knew the logistics. Don't let me fill out the paperwork.
Brie, what's shipping FedEx? Like, what do I have to ship out FedEx? Darn it. I have a notebook for this, but I lost the notebook.
So she needs a notebook to find the notebook.
I
See
need
what
the
she's
notebook to
shipping.
find the notebook. I have them all written down, so maybe I forgot one. But 2. Either they're shipping FedEx or maybe it's UPS Next Day Air. I think it might be Next Day Air. I gotta find my notebook. It's either in my room or out there. But
It's definitely in the house, probably.
yeah. So we switched over to Pirate Ship, not fully. We still use XPS because like the USPS rates are the same on Pirate Ship and XPS. But like overnight and second day air, next day air, saver, like those 3, those are a lot cheaper on Pirate Ship. So we're gonna use Pirate Ship as well. And Pirate Ship doesn't have FedEx. XPS does. So I got quotes for UPS, like next day air, saver, and like second day air for some black Venezuelan Cories going out. And those aren't going out quite yet because the weather's still a little bit warm there. 2 different shipments. And I think they're both going next day air because originally they would have had to be shipped FedEx 2 day, second day. But we got quotes on Pirate Ship and it was a lot cheaper. It was like $62 for like FedEx second day. But then when we used Pirate Ship, it was cheaper than that for next day air. So we really like the quotes for overnight on Pirate Ship. So we've been getting quotes on those. But
The reason Sandy's probably not answering some of the stuff is she's at work.
yes.
But we should look into that.
What?
Alshon said lots of paperwork, yearly filings, etc. That his club is a 501c4, less paperwork. I don't know what the difference is, but you look into it. Daniel Velez, hello.
Daniel Velez, welcome. But yeah. So this week, what I shipped out, if I can even remember, I shipped out. Oh, okay, I remember. An order of 2 whiteworm starter cultures from Get Gills. 1 whiteworm starter culture and 2 brindleworm starter cultures from Get Gills. Those were USPS priority. Then USPS priority mail express. It arrived the next day. I shipped 2 pairs of Vienna guppies out to Georgia. And that was Monday. And then Tuesday, I shipped out 40 powder orange. Well, actually, I sent some extra, so it was like 45 powder orange isopods and a starter culture of white tropical springtails. I don't know where those went, but those were priority mail. And then also, we got rid of the pair of albino crebensis and also a bunch of regular crebensis babies. We shipped all those out Tuesday. And now the tank's empty. It's going to be used for like a grow out.
Did you say Shane's stuff went out?
No.
Shane's stuff didn't go out yet.
It's it
That's
was
good.
113 degrees where he was last week, but this week it's like 93 degrees all week still. So that's still pretty warm.
But it's getting better. That's the tough part.
Yeah, it's supposed
We
to
did
drop.
the auction on Skippers, and they haven't got their stuff yet because
It's way too warm
the
there.
temperatures are. I mean, it's been pretty much 50s here, and it's kind of sketchy. I think sending from 50s to
90s,
yeah, well,
closer to 100.
yeah. Yesterday, last week was 100 and something, 113. So
Yeah.
So we kind of held off on that, but hopefully they're keeping in touch with everyone and letting them know what's going on. That we
I
haven't.
am.
They are getting their stuff. We were just waiting for temperatures to be better, especially with the Vienna guppies because
I have limited stock.
yeah, it's limited stock. So if they die,
They just have to be refunded. Crown Tail Half Moon, I have room temperature species of white worms. You used to carry the cold temperature white worms. And now that I have a rack, I can keep track of everything that I have. I don't have them anymore. I thought about doing them again, but I think room temperature is better because they can be kept at cooler temperatures and warmer temperatures. So it kind of like if you want cold temperature species, you can also keep room temperature. Just they don't have to be kept in a fridge. I think the room temperatures are a lot easier. If somebody's looking for white worms, then I think room temperature is easier because if you have a room, it sits in that temperature. So you can keep it in like your fish room and you don't have to keep it on the floor or anything. So that's definitely helpful. One of the differences is that corporate donors cannot deduct their donations for tax purposes. C4 designation is not considered a charity.
right, but without the tax write-off. Less donations. So that might be a downside. But she'll look into it. I'm not reading or figuring anything. And I'm definitely not filling out paperwork.
Yeah, I agree. I think room temperature is best. And I used to carry the cold temperature, like I said. But even in the summertime, like our basement still gets pretty humid. So the floor is kind of warm still. So even keeping it on the floor doesn't work the best. And I don't really want a fridge. I mean, now I see if you had like a fridge, a freezer at the top and then like an actual fridge, that would be useful for the fish room because we only have a freezer outside the fish room. So, I mean, a freezer is helpful, but other things you keep in the fridge, like you keep blackworms and other things have to be refrigerated. I can't think of some off the top of my head. But you can keep like your bloodworms, all your frozen foods, and other stuff in the fish room itself. Yeah.
There is a refrigerator outside the fish room.
It's not plugged in.
It's not plugged in, but it's there.
Don't even know if it works.
The old one from upstairs works. We've used it before. It was fine when it came one downstairs.
Oh, those two big ones? Yeah, I forgot about those.
The one with the stickers all over it that you and your sister put there.
I take the credit.
We kept the refrigerator for sentimental value. We didn't have cameras back then. You had to draw pictures.
Liar. Liar. Because you have pictures from when I was born. So. We also file as a nonprofit with the state of Pennsylvania, maybe look into New York regulations.
Right.
I'm not keeping live worms in my fridge. True. I know Simply Beta got a wine cooler and like set it to like 50 or 60. I can't remember. And then she put like her cold temperature worms in there. But like I said, even in the summer, it's kind of warm in our basement and we don't really have room for a fridge down there. So I think it's better to have room temperature. white worms because you can keep them the same as grindle worms. You can keep them in your fish room. And then I have tubifex worms, which like to be kept a little bit cooler. You can feed them. Care guides online say feed them like you can feed them pasta, you can feed them all this stuff. I just feed them algae wafers because that's what Bill Cole, like, he trained his to do that. He was like, at first when I got them, they didn't eat algae wafers, they ate whatever. But now they eat algae wafers. So that's why I've been feeding mine. And they eat a lot faster than I thought they did.
Was it Monday? Yeah. I was just thinking Monday. We went and got Sandy a new car. We went to take off Monday, and all the lights and sirens and buzzers went off on her truck.
There was no sirens or buzzers.
There was dinging.
Oh.
So that's horrible. So we ended up having to get her a new car.
Put a mower deck on the bottom of the car.
It was actually, my understanding, quite expensive to fix. So Carfax, Carvana,
Cargaroo.
Cargaroos went on there, told them what was wrong with it, put in all the information.
And got enough money to pay it off.
Yep, they're gonna come next week, pick it up. They pick it up at the house, send you a check. So that's awesome. I don't have to deal with it. I like that even more. Do you have tubifex worms?
Do you have tubifex worms? Tutorial sounds interesting. No, I don't have any. I also haven't typed up a care guide for them yet because I just I've been experimenting with them. I had them in the past as well, but I had them in a cereal container and I forgot to feed them for a little bit, so then I just like sold them. But I could make some new tutorials on my worms because the other ones are bad. So maybe I'll make some new videos. I recorded a video the other day, but I'm not posting it, so you know.
Yeah, no, Alishon. Not new to us. New to her. I thought it was a 19. Was it a 16?
Thought it was an 18.
I should probably get that straight.
Why?
When I get to an oil change or something like that, I'd be like,
5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah. No, not yet. You got a year and a half, 2 years, 2 years and change.
To be 15?
No, what is your license? 16 and a half? Or when do you get your permit? 16 and a half?
Like almost 3 years then. But you know, I know how to drive already, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. Driving legally on a road, yes, I need something to show that I'm old enough. But driving in our yard, that's all right.
Yeah, I think they gotta be 6. Oh, when you turn 16, you get your permit.
So I got like 2.5 years.
I thought it was 16 and a half, and then you can get your license at 17. But
You know what? That's okay, because I know how to drive like a golf cart, a 4-wheeler, a lawnmower. That's all that matters.
I'm looking forward. Actually, you do pretty good with that.
I do pretty good with what?
Driving. I'm looking forward to designated driver.
So I can take you to like a bar?
Sure. Sounds great to me.
I'll be the DD.
Yeah, the insurance lady, when Sandy talked to her, said they were great for reliability and safety. So the price was right. The biggest thing we looked at the not the Traverse, the Equinox. We looked at the Chevy Equinox, and I sat in the front seat and put the seat where I was comfortable driving it, and then I got in the back seat, and there was no room for my legs. And these guys don't.
I have no room because I sit behind him.
Right, they wouldn't have any room, but the Rogue is.
Mountains of room.
Yeah, if I put the seat where I can drive comfortably or sit comfortably.
My mother, she sits on the dashboard pretty much.
Yeah, but there's piles of room when I'm sitting in there.
But I have the dog with me when we go to camp, so I can put my feet down, and the dog still has like a whole bunch of space, which is better. And my sister has less room than me because he put the seat like all the way back. But she still has a bunch of room. Just I have more because my mother sits really close. But like I said, that's good for the dog. But yeah, the dog will be like on the seat and stuff. I showed him the new car. I let him get in. And then he wouldn't get out. Then he jumped in the front seat.
Is that?
Then Ginger, walk up.
No, I was actually thinking about that with the Jeep. Was I could put a little bit of money into it this year and change the part I believe is the problem. And
the whole wiring?
I believe it's the ABS control module, and that could be like $300 to $800 to change that part. And I could change that. And then if that's not the problem, then the guy believes it's the wiring. And that could be expensive. But maybe I can get one out of an older vehicle and put it in there. But I'm like, I just don't trust it anymore. So I don't really want, because I was like, well, always going to be driving not that long. It's in really nice shape. It's clean as hell. And it would be a perfect first car for her. But I don't want to be bothered.
I'm ahead of my sister, though. I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Alisham. That's why I looked, because we found the Traverse was really nice. But we were looking at the Equinox. And if you put the seat back, there was no room in the back seat.
I like the third row
With
seating.
this, yeah, we did. That's the nice about the Traverse is it's third row seating, but pricey because they're higher end. But the Rogue seat all the way back, I can sit in the back seat and have room comfortably. So that
and
kind
he's
of
like 6 foot. 5'11".
who's 5'11".
You.
You're pretty close to not right.
How tall are you?
And not only that, you went the wrong direction.
You're not 6'1". 6'2". You're not answering me because you're not that tall.
Hey, let me check. But yeah, there's plenty of room in that.
I'm solid on 5'11".
And in the Rogue, there's actually plenty of room to put the seat back and sit.
Another person's asking me about a pickup to Keystone Clash. So.
You're going to have to carry some stuff in your lap soon.
Yeah, I guess I already made somebody already ordered. Hey, we take her car to Pennsylvania. He'll be driving. I know he'll be driving. I know we're taking her car.
You got two things right so far, probably.
We're taking her car?
We're definitely taking her car because
that's what I said.
It'll be under warranty. I'm gonna run the hell out of the thing.
But the thing is,
3,000 miles or whatever the warranty is.
But the thing is, he'll probably be driving because he drives when we go to like new places. But like if she was driving, then I could put like a cooler in front of me because we won't have the dog. But we'll have plenty of room. Like there's no way that we'll run out of room.
So I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Your mom says she's driving.
She's lying.
She's lying.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll just have a cooler at my feet too, because I have a pickup. It's like a really big order. It's like $200+ order. It's a pretty big order. And then also this officer is inquiring about a pickup to Pennsylvania, to the Keystone Clash. They'll be there Friday, I think. But the other people are vending there, so they'll be there the whole time. Exactly, Jenna. Steven's 6 foot. You go stand next to him. You'll be an inch shorter than him.
I actually felt like Steven was bigger than that, taller than that.
I think you're shrinking because you're getting older.
I'm only a couple inches taller than Steven, if he's 6 foot, but I felt like he was.
How tall do you think you are?
As tall as I know I am.
How tall is that? 6'4"? You gotta answer me on one of these. 6'3".
I think Whip has us both beat. Isn't Fishy Biz? He's really tall too.
I'm really tall. I don't pass the 6 foot yet, but I'm pretty tall. 5'7.5". I beat my sister by a half an inch.
That's funny because your sister was always the tallest one. She shot up and.
Yeah, but guess what? Now that she's 15, she's starting to shrink. Now I can beat her. Because I'm only 13. Can you make sure somebody's going after us?
Yeah, I feel like that's Steven because for some reason I felt like you were quite a bit taller.
I can't believe that musical's still going. In our living room.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's on repeat or went on to something else of.
No, it's still in the same thing.
Oh my God.
It's like an hour and a half plus. No, it has to be more than that because you got home at 4.
Yeah.
Alright, then it's like an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know. But yeah. So I should probably find my notebook so I know what I'm shipping out. Because I have quite a few orders.
Oh. So. Huh. I'm 6'2". Sandy's 5'9.5". I'm making that up.
She's 5'2".
Yeah.
She's probably 5'1" by now.
I'm 5'1". There you go.
Oh. Well, I have an aunt. Her name is Elaine. And she must be like 4'2" then because you're literally like hugging like a fence post when you give her a hug. Literally. I was like, I didn't even know they came this small. Where's your next talk break? I don't know yet. Honestly.
Didn't you say Bill sent something to Connecticut or Vermont?
Bill gave my mother's email to either like 1 or 2 people.
Vermont.
In Burlington, Vermont. And then Barbara invited me back to Carmel next year because she's planning out her 2023 schedule and she asked if I wanted to come back. Which proves to you they're not being nice to me just because I'm 13. Who else got a second chance? And who else got presentation of the year?
Well, they need spot fillers too.
Oh my God. No. Be quiet. They wouldn't have invited me back for a second one if I was that bad.
Oh, actually, I thought it was really good. And everyone else did too. So I said it on, it's now recorded. It's evidence. It's admissible in court.
But yeah, I haven't figured out what my next talk is because we're waiting for an email.
Yeah. Bill
And
gave it to
Keith,
Burlington, so.
Keith was going to talk to his friends somewhere in Vermont because he just did that Norwalk talk.
Norwalk.
He had some friends. He had like a friend in somewhere in Connecticut. I don't know. I guess we'll find out as the year goes.
Yeah.
But the only thing we know that we're going to is Pennsylvania next Friday. And there's possibility that we're going to this Fulton swap October 22nd because it's after camp ends and it's not quite when the snow comes yet. Hopefully.
I don't know. They say it's supposed to be early this year. I'm not of it.
Who knows? Last year was like really late. But yeah, who knows? There's like potential of us going to a Fulton swap. That's also 3 hours away, but it's in the direction of Rigo Stand, so it's like down and left.
In the direction of Rico Stand?
Yeah.
Would be down and right.
If you're looking on it on a map, it'd be down and left.
Oh. I thought you meant if you're driving there.
Now, if you're driving there, you just go down and you take a right. But yeah. Did I say hi to Lunatic Fringe?
I don't know. I do.
Oh, Scruffy City, Mitch, welcome, and 3G. But yeah, so there's potential of us going to a Fulton swap, and I don't know what else that we might be going to. We're probably not going to make those November conventions because those are just two reptile expos. But
I don't plan on going anywhere in November, December, January.
I don't know
Or
if
February. What?
I don't know if we're going to the Reptile Expo in April again. But there was some cool swaps this year that we missed out on, so maybe we'll go next year as we like get more swaps under our belt. I have 3 belts over there. We can fill them out. That's how it works. So, yeah.
I like the swaps. I'm looking forward to the class, though.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to just go see everyone, hang out. And
Buy things. Scruffy City Aquatics, welcome.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to hang out and see everyone and bullshit and whatever. I was on the wrong account.
I'll probably be bringing orders there. Well, I'll be bringing orders there, definitely. But I think the one potential order and then the huge order, those are both Friday when we get there. So we won't have like orders sitting in our hotel room unless somebody's going to be there on a Saturday. I know Alex Q, the person that we met up with last Wednesday, he will be there Saturday, I think. So if he wanted anything, obviously that would be on a Saturday. But other than that, I think that, both of those would be on Friday. So we wouldn't have orders sitting in our hotel room. We just have our new fish.
What new fish?
All of them. There's going to be raffles and there's going to be auctions and we'll get something. I'll definitely get another species of Corys. But I'll just say, oh, look at the cute Cory. It's such a great price. I can't turn this down. Bye, Daniel Velez.
See you later, Daniel. Thanks for hanging out.
But still upset about the Adolphoi, but I guess it's for the better. Because I'm still iffy about their water that they came in.
Like I said,
So I'm like, you can have it, old dude.
you walked away and we went back there. If they were gone, it wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be.
Alex is getting adults anyway, so it's fine. But maybe I'll find like something cool at the Keystone Clash. I'm not planning on getting any fish, but if there's like a good deal, I get a Cory. But I think like Bill Cole's swap, that was like a smaller swap. It was in a parking lot. He said there was a sign out front. I didn't see a sign, but I'm not saying he's lying. Like I didn't really look.
You didn't see the sign?
I didn't see the sign.
No.
Was
What?
there a sign?
I did, yes.
Well, maybe that's the reason. Maybe a lot of people didn't see a sign. But still, it was in a parking lot off the road. You can't see it from the road.
It was a nice day.
And it was a nice day. It did get toasty in the sun because a lot of people didn't bring tents. But, like, a lot of people were like, a couple people were getting out of the hobby. A couple people were just, like, looking to make deals. But I think the Keystone Clash is more like serious sellers will be there. It's not just going to be like $15 a table to get rid of all your fish. It's more, I think it's like $50 for like a 10 by 10 selling space. And then like you actually like bring your stock that you have.
Hey, Leo, doing that?
I think it's great. Like Jen, Small World Aquatics, she lives like 45 minutes from the swap, I think. So like she can bring her stock there. And obviously, like, she could bring them home that evening because she won't have to have a hotel. She could just bring them home. And then they could, like, not go back in their tanks, obviously, because then you just have to catch them back out. But any new fish, you can just bring them home and put them in tanks. Or run home whenever you need to. Oh, 45 minutes is a pretty long time, but if you needed something, then it's not like you're 6.5 hours away like us. We can't run home to grab something. We'd have to go to the store. When we planned the EAA swap, we were too worried to do an outdoor event. The weather around here changes too quick, but it sounds fun. Yeah, this was pretty fun. There was a lot of smaller sellers, nobody huge, but obviously like a bunch of the killifish, or not, the Danbury Area Aquarium Society. A lot of people from there were there because they're friends with Bill Cole.
Yeah, it actually ended up being a nice day. The morning was perfect because it was cool. So there was a lot of people there hanging out, but it got nice in the afternoon. So if you were going to make a last ditch effort in this area for the beach, then that was the day you wanted to go.
Leo 209 Aquatics, welcome.
I think we're heading out at like noon, right? On Sunday?
Oh, leaving then. Probably around noon. It looks like everything. I forgot about the I forgot what the schedule said, but I think everything pretty much ends at noon. Have you guys tried the legit food that KGE sells? We have a sticker, so I think we've tried it. I don't know. My sister has a laptop and she puts a bunch of stickers on there, and Legit Fish Foods is on there, so I don't know if they've tried it. I don't think so, because like my mother and I like kind of rotate. Like I feed the fish a bunch, and then she feeds them. But I don't think we've tried it. We could always get some up because KGA is not that far. He's an hour away from us, but last time we met at Taco Bell parking lot, and then we went and got Five Guys. We didn't even have Taco Bell. George RB3, welcome. But yeah. So I don't know how much stuff will fit in the car, but now that we're bringing her new car, more stuff will fit in there.
Yeah, more stuff will fit.
It might not be a comfortable 6.5 hours, but whatever. So obviously, if it's a small order, like if it's just a couple starter cultures, then obviously we can fit that literally anywhere. If we have to put it in your pocket or something, it'll fit in the car. But something like one of the vendors, like I said, has like a $200 plus order, and that's like 4 bags of plecos, possibly more plecos if the green dragons are ready. By the way, the short fin green dragons had babies.
Yay!
So if those are ready, then she might want those if my mother's selling them. And then, what?
Hey, George, RB3.
I said hi.
No, your mother said take less, then it'll be comfortable.
Yeah.
I think if it doesn't fit in that white styrofoam cooler, then you can't take it.
Well, there's 4 bags of plecos, maybe more, and then there's some bags of fish. a bag of all my starter cultures. It so will fit because the starter cultures are small. It'll fit, and then the other order will definitely fit. It's probably just a couple bags of fish. But yeah, like a starter culture, we could literally fit anywhere. But we're not like vending at the Keystone Flash, so if you want something from us, then you'll have to message me.
That's what I just said, Turtle.
What?
She said that cooler only. I just said if it doesn't fit in the styrofoam cooler, you can't take it.
Whatever. That cooler will fit anywhere now. Hi, dog.
I'm gonna bring a couple pairs of jeans. I'm gonna buy shirts there.
Oh my god, stop. So what are you doing this evening? Share, everybody. I should be mowing the lawn sometime in the next few days. It looks terrible. I can't have my school bus seeing that.
Yeah, because they care.
You know, they care so much that they sleep on the bus.
The driver?
The driver, too, pretty much. We had a bus drill today, and oh my god. So, if the bus was on fire, it burns up in like a minute and a half. Like, that's the whatever they say. That's like, it's gonna burn up in a minute and a half or so. So, you have to get off. And then, my last bus driver, whose wife has mad cow disease, he used to like have a little stopwatch, like an old-fashioned stopwatch. He would like time us and say, everybody would have died. You guys took way too long. Everybody would have died. Like, you wouldn't have made it. So, this bus driver, he's pretty much looks like he's sleeping half the time. He's like, he doesn't even know. He barely even stops at people's houses. He's missed houses a couple times so far. And he's not a new bus driver. And you can't say, cut him some slack, he's a new bus driver. They're just learning. But he's not. He's subbed in for George, my old bus driver. He's subbed in for George. He's subbed in for other drivers too. So he knows where to stop. But if the bus was on fire and you were on the road, you would pull off on the road and you would be on a flat surface. So there's like a large area to jump off the bus. You don't want to sit down and slide because the bus leaves stains. One of my friends was wearing like white jeans and she like sat down and like slid off the bus and then all of her jeans were just covered in black. But anyways, the bus would be on a flat surface if it was on fire because you would be on the road. This bus driver pretty much pulled into the shop, like their little like maintenance garage. But he didn't because it's like this and then it like arches down into the shop. So he literally drove all the way there to where the end of the bus was almost sitting on the ground. So I'm thinking that I have to jump off of this like ledge pretty much. And then like we're ready to go off because we were going out the back of the bus. And it's literally a step down because of the way he parked it. So he's like, the older kids helped like the little kids get off, and it was a step because he literally parked it on like this hill. I don't know. I don't even know. Anywho.
You should be able to jump off the bus and not have anything broke.
What do you mean? Like jump off the bus and not break anything?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I don't know the whole story. All I know is a kid was laying on the ground. Either a kid pushed this kid named Keegan off the end of the bus, or he fainted while he was getting off the bus. Either way, he fell and he hit the back of his head on the concrete. And this wasn't on no hill. This was the full drop. So it was like a 4.5 foot drop. And he hit the back of his head on the concrete and he passed out. Or he passed out before he hit his head. All I know is we pull in with the bus and he's laying there. And they finally got him to wake up. And he sat up and he was like, oh, I'm fine. And then like he passed out again. But they got him a pillow this time. So then we left like 10 minutes later and he was still laying there because they called him an ambulance. Yeah, there's crickets outside my window. Obviously, when it's midnight here, and if you go into the bathroom, there's like a heater or like an air vent on the floor, and there's like a small little hole in the back of it, and you can see right into the fish room. You can hear like bubbling water when we had like the brine shrimp going. We hear like bubbling water and everything. But at midnight, if you go in there, all you hear is like a herd of crickets. It's lovely. Then you can hear frogs croaking too.
Is that actually a herd?
It's a family of crickets, like a very large family, like where you need like those long tables. And you can also hear my frogs croaking because that's what the males do. So I have males and females.
If you go outside, you could hear bears, owls, and coyotes.
And crickets.
And crickets.
There's always crickets here. And mice. And frogs. The frogs come out like a lot, certain times of the year. So when I'm mowing the lawn, they'll just be like hopping around. I'm like, I don't want to run over you. Yeah. Well, we have reptiles, so we feed crickets to the leopard geckos and the tree frogs, and then my crested gecko just eats Pangea. Yeah, the crickets we have here are all black, so they're a different strain than the pinhead, or not the pinhead, the banded cricket, and the other one I can't remember what it is. But yeah, I just discovered that there's a whole world of roaches out there. So I have dubia roaches, and there was a listing on Band. Somebody was selling like these cool like orange striped roaches. And they were like similar to dubia roaches, I think. I was like, those are cool. Yeah, our cats, they'll kill any mouse. They'll kill like any mouse or spiders. If there's a fly on the front door, we have like this little entryway. There's a fly on the front door. Our one cat, Tiger, she'll jump up. She'll like jump up and like try and get it to eat it. She's weird. Roaches are not cool. Actually, roaches are pretty cool to me because I've had like a lot of success with my dubia roaches, and I don't even do anything for them. I just leave them there.
Which is perfect for you.
What do you mean?
Not having to, one less thing to have to take care of.
That's what I'm saying. I do enough. Anyways, so my dubia roaches, they do really well when they're left alone, so they can breed. So, like, I don't feed the dubia roaches often, because that's not like a stable diet for them. Like, crickets make up most of the diet for the tree frogs. But since I have them eating out of the Twizzlers and actually hunting for their food too, it makes it, like, I can save the crickets. Well, I can save on crickets. Because usually I just, like, throw some in, like, where they are, so they would grab them. But now they eat off the tweezers, so I can make sure each one gets, like, 3 or 4, or whatever they eat. But the dubia roaches, I don't feed them, like, every single day. So when I do feed them, I'll just, like, put my mask on. And, like, open up the tote, and there'll be, like, tons of babies in there. So that's why if we ever go to a reptile expo, like, I'll bring, like, dubia roaches and isopods and stuff. I haven't brought isopods to a show yet because I didn't think they'd do very well. Because the Killifish Swap, there was another person selling isopods. Which I don't really care about another person selling the same thing. Because I brought dubia roaches there, and there was another person selling, like, a ton of dubia roaches. But still, I didn't feel like packaging up the isopods. Because I didn't have a ton at the time. Now I have, like, 150. Powder orange. But it's okay. Because they also eat that too. It's just not as nutritious as the dubia roaches.
I think out of the dogs and the cats, the dog will beat the cats to the mouse almost every time.
Because he knows about it. If he hears something, and actually, the cats kind of notify him in a way. because they'll like see it, and they'll like wake up our one cat. If there's like a slight noise near her, she'll like wake up. Like you never know that she's in a deep sleep. But like once the cats are like interested in something, the dog will like be right in there, and he will like he's like a little tank. He'll just like run through whatever, and then get to the mouse, and then like provoke the mouse, so it runs away, and then the cats get it. So they're like kind of a tag team. Except for our older cat, Pretty Girl, she's retired from hunting mice. If it's sitting in front of her, maybe she'll like hit it a couple times. But she's gotten lazier because, you know, she's a senior citizen. She gets special privileges. That doesn't go for humans, though. Just cats. Anyways, can you find the link for Bob Kayla? What's Dan giving away? Raspberries?
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Copper raspberries or Harley? Those are Harlequins, I think.
It
Oh,
says copper.
oh yeah, look, yeah, it's different.
Different by turn too.
Yeah, it's different if you turn to it.
Oops.
So, I'll add that new Get Gills order to my notebook. I don't know who ordered it, but I'll add it to my book once I figure out their name. And yeah, we could probably add some more because I shipped out all the white worms have to go out, so I know that nobody's waiting on any. Because like with live foods, you can never figure out like how many cultures you can ship out. With my microworms, Walter worms, banana worms, and vinegar eels, they're all priced at $5 a starter culture, and you get a lot in the starter culture. But I just put 10 up of each on there because, you know, you can never tell how many. But with the white worms and grindle worms, I'm a little more careful because we can feed those a lot more often than the other ones. And also, they all concentrate in one area. Like the other worms, they'll be all over the surface, but these ones, like the grindle worms and white worms, they concentrate in one area. So I never know how many I have to ship. So I think we put 3 up on there. Because when I checked, I think there were still 2 available. But we could definitely put more up on there. Because I definitely have multiple.
See you later, George.
Worms in the Mail could be a movie. I think live foods do pretty good for me, or a good thing for me. Because, like, they're different from what everybody else is doing. In a way. Because I have, like, a lot of them. I don't have all of them yet. Or, I don't have all of them. Period. Because, I don't know. I haven't discovered all of them yet. I know flower beetles are a thing. They're tiny little beetles. I still have darkling beetles. I haven't got them to breed yet. Which is kind of sad. But I think I know why. I think I know why they didn't breed. So I'll just try again. Maybe. I gotta find a better container. Because they kept getting out. So I'd find like darkling beetles in the fish room. And I'd be like, whatever. You're dead now. But. Yeah. I think live foods are good for me. Because they're different from like what everybody else is doing. I know Bill Cole does like talks on Cory cats. And so does a lot of other people. A lot of people are known for like Cory cats and guppies. Or Fred Behrman's known for like killifish. People are known for different things. And even though Cory cats are my favorite fish, and I keep and breed a lot of them, and I have a lot of rare species too. Live foods I think are better. Because like I've done a talk about them. I forgot what else I did. Like I was gonna post on my band, like, if you, like, it's like a way for people to know that we're, like, legit. ish. Like I could like post like videos from my talk, but I did something else for the live foods too, and I forgot what it was. But I have a bunch of ratings on BandTube, a bunch of 5-star ratings, mostly from live foods. Honestly, if you look at my reviews, they're all from like microworms and grindleworms and stuff. One of them's from plants, one of them's from fish, and the other one's from Corey's. But yeah, there's a whole world of roaches out there. There's like so many different kinds. The thing is, I like to keep them in totes, and totes don't fit on my rack, so I'd have to find like special totes. Anyways, it's 6:01. Bob Kaler's gonna go. So thank you all for coming and watching and hopefully enjoying. And we will see you all next Friday. Or this Sunday, I guess you could say.
Next Friday or this Sunday.
Yeah, next Friday's the Keystone Clash, so I'm planning ahead instead of next Sunday and next Wednesday.
No, you're doing a bad job.
Okay.
Catch you all later. See you on the next one.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of the week.
Thank you next.
Hey,
Bye,
Fish Lady.
Freaky Fish Lady. Welcome and bye everybody.